Hi guys, welcome to Soul Connection. I am your host, Holly Jo Labbé, and today is our evening of healing and transformation for yourself. I am here to assist you on your own spiritual and healing transformation. This is the one night a week where, when you're a healer, you give and you give to everyone else, and you need time to refill and recharge. And so that is what this night is all about, allowing you a space and a sacred place, if you would, for you to begin to, reboot and recharge and move forward on your own healing journey. Because nobody knows better than you what you need to heal yourself. And I am just here to hold space for that and to assist in any way that I can. And tonight is also a night where, if you've got a question or something that you're working on, feel free. And I will pull cards a little bit later after the meditation and give you a chance for you to get some guidance if you need it. So, hi, Neshi. Neshi, being here always reminds me, if you guys could help out by liking and sharing the broadcast. That way, if anybody else is in need of some healing or some guidance or direction, they'll know where to go. So sharing it allows it to appear more in the Facebook page, in your news feed. And you never know who might need a little help or inspiration this evening. So if you would like a card pulled for you after the meditation, some of you already know the drill, so you just say, yes, please. And I will pull them in the order that they were asked, because that helps. So Rob is at Lions Park, which is really cool. I have no idea where that is, but it sounds fun. So glad you are here. I love the fact that sometimes you're out in nature when you're enjoying the broadcast, because that feels like a really great place for this to happen. So nice. Hi, let's see who else is in the house. So Rob and Mary. Hello, Mary. Nice to have you with us. Hi, Cindy Lynn. Ooh, I love your new picture. I don't think that was the one I saw the last time. It goes really well with my colors here. And Margaret. Nice to have you in the house. Of course, I will pull a card for you later. And Elise, hi. Yes, a card will definitely be on tap for you. Oh, all right. So it's in Michigan. Very nice. I have, been wondering about parts of the Midwest lately, because you guys piqued my curiosity. I used to visit the Chicago area every summer because my stepfather's father lived there. And so I got to reminisce this past weekend about visiting that area and going to see the Cubs and the White Sox and having great desserts and loving the water and stuff. So hearing more about the area, maybe I'll have to do some more traveling in that neck of the woods. Hi, Rochelle. Nice to see you. Glad to have you about. So we're going to give a few minutes to people to sort of show up and appear. And in this process, for those of you who know Star Nations or know my show or the work I do on chakra sessions, teaching about the chakras, we have this great opportunity to meet in person if you are out in the Midwest, or anywhere else. You could always fly in and visit. This fall in October, I will be at Star Nations Academy. I will be there for 4 days. And in the 4 days, I will be doing individual healings for anybody who is looking for that, who might like an hour session with me to meet in person. We can do some deep dive work there. And I'm also going to be teaching. And it is all about awakening your heart energy, helping your heart move to a higher and fuller and brighter, really, vibration. And the way we do that is we help clear away any energy that might be compressing it. That's how my guides show it. It's like you're squeezing your heart chakra. And that might be old grief. It may be belief patterns, or it may be shame or doubt. Interesting how that came out. That may be blocking the heart from being fully open and fully expanded. So we will do some really deep work in that weekend. And usually the healing weekends with me, we laugh, we cry, but everybody leaves feeling like a major aha or a major shift happened for them, and that they have a little more resilience and a little more fortitude in their life, so that they're able to be more authentically themselves. And I'm so thankful to Neshi and Star Nations for giving me the opportunity to come out that way and teach, because that's what I excel at. I have a very strong teacher archetype. I started teaching dance for money at the age of 16. So I did that for over 30 years. And even before that, I did a lot of teaching. I did student teaching starting at the age of 11. And so I just love helping people stretch and grow. And so thank you, Star Nations, for giving me that opportunity. And this one, to be here with you guys and help you on your journey of healing yourself. And that's what I love about this forum, because I may be guiding the meditation, but you are the one who is doing the work, and you are the one who is calling in your spiritual team and reconnecting with yourself, so that you can clear any obstacles that you may feel you have in your life, which is super cool. So, all right. There is Neshi posting the information. That's the information for the Healing 101. And you go to starnations.org and the / Star Nations Academy. And yeah, it is Mystical Healing 101 for certain. Rob said it sounds like a Tears for Fears song. Yes, it probably is a little bit. Hi, Judy. Welcome to the show. So yes, if you feel the inclination to do some deep dive in-person work, I would love to have you visit. And yeah, I think it'll be a really cool time. My guides are really gearing me up for it. So can't wait to see you guys. And I'll have some of my oils and some of the some crystals and stuff that will help along the way as well. So people can do that. So, hey, all right, guys, looks like it's about time for us to get started. So if you haven't been here before, just sort of a disclaimer, I help clear the energy for the group. So as I do that, you're going to hear me make clearing noises. They generally sound like burps or sometimes even a squawk. You might even hear talking from an elder who may come through me. And generally that happens when somebody in the group their soul needs reminding what to do and how to do it. Elise says, I've never done any healing work. Seems scary to me. Oh, this is all about self-healing, sweetie. It's not about healing other people. We do some partner work, but that's more like you're holding space for the other person as they're doing their own work. So think of it as doing what we do here, except in person, and learning to really tap into vibration and where you might sense it in your body. There's a lot of learning about your own intuitive abilities, and we all have them. So it's just learning to tap into it. So I think scary is not a word that I would have heard anybody used in the classroom. They might be nervous, but it's usually excited nervous. And you know me through the show. I'm not a big scary, big scary teacher. So we would definitely take good care of your heart. How's that sound? So we'd love to have you if you could find the courage within to join us, Elise. That would be awesome. Or even just to come get a healing, because I'd love to meet you in person. So you're going to want to get comfortable. You're going to want your arms and legs uncrossed. We want to keep our circuits wide open so that the energy can flow through our entire body as we're doing this. Yeah. And we're going to begin by calling in the divine. However you perceive the divine, whether you connect with God or goddess, whether you are in tune with creator, the universe, oneness, consciousness, however you perceive the divine, just bring that energy to you in this moment. Yeah. And we're going to ask the divine energy to surround and protect us in a bubble of infinite love and infinite light, so that we may feel safe and protected and able to relax and allow the work that we're about to do with our own spiritual team. Yeah. And now invite in your spiritual team, whether it's your angels or your guides, your ancestors, your animal totems, your mystical creatures or star beings. But invite in your whole spiritual team of the highest, fullest, and brightest vibration available to you in this moment of now. Yeah. And we ask that the healing work done here this evening be for the good of all and harm to none, including ourselves. Yeah. 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 And begin to invite in the divine energy to come to or in through the top of your crown, so that you may feel the heat or the light, the tingling. You may feel pressure. You may simply sense the energy around you, or even you may feel nothing at all, but simply invite the energy to begin to come in and connect with you and through you. Yeah. And we ask the divine energy to begin to clear away any of our spinning thoughts, ideas, beliefs that may be causing us anxiety or worry or stress. Yeah. And ask the energy to gently come back into focus into this moment of now. Yeah. Dissolving any distractions that we may have. Just really allowing ourselves to be present in this moment. Yeah. Yeah. Pulling our energy back from the past and things that we have worried about, wished we had done differently.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or any old trauma or pain that may have anchored our energy in the past, just calling it all home into ourselves in this moment of now.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And also calling back any energy that we have misplaced in the future, worrying about what could be or what might be, or all those to-do lists that we create that may send us forward into the future. And call that energy back home into this moment now. The list will still be there when we are done.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And inviting all of our senses to begin to work together as a team. Our five senses and our intuition, creating a more open source of information,
Yeah.
giving us clarity, allowing us to see clearly what is being communicated from our spiritual team and from others.
Yeah.
And allowing us to be seen by others fully, ourselves, and in our authentic truth.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And opening all the pathways of communication that we may have with our spiritual team, all the different ways that they may communicate through messages, through hearing, seeing, just allowing that to be as open as we are able to.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Really allowing the ears to open as well so that we can hear clearly those messages, even the ones through other people.
Yeah.
And so we may be heard fully in what we need, what we want, and what we desire.
Yeah. Uh, uh,
And opening up the throat for even fuller conversations, fuller communication, allowing us to speak our truth with all those around us. Releasing the energy that we've held in the back of our neck from holding back what needed to be said, or any energy where we felt we weren't allowed to speak. And releasing all the stress and the tension that goes with not being able to be in our truth.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Fully and completely. And opening all the ways that we express ourselves through our writing, our singing, our music, our dancing, our creations.
Yeah.
Even the way we dress and the way we decorate our house or our rooms.
Yeah. Yeah.
Releasing all the stress and the burdens that you may be carrying on your shoulders, the weight of that.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
And all the burdens that you may be carrying for others that aren't even yours. Those times that you've said yes when you wished you had said no.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
And moving into the heart and really releasing any old grief or disappointment,
Yeah.
any shame that you've been carrying.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Opening up your lungs so that you may breathe fully and completely.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Giving space to your inner child to release their trauma that they may be carrying for you,
Yeah.
and allowing them to enter a space of joy and wonderment, and curiosity, excitement.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
There's the breath. Good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really allowing your inner adult to release all its stress and responsibilities. The inner adult gets caught in all the doing and sometimes forgets how to simply be a being.
Yeah. 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 Bona yenach. Boskaye.
And releasing your inner warrior from that state of hypervigilance, where it is always looking for the attack or worried about the next attack, and just allowing it to have some peace and tranquility in this moment where you are completely safe, completely surrounded and protected by the divine, your entire spiritual team.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and opening and expanding your connection with your inner sage, the wise one that resides within you, that has all the knowledge of all the lifetimes that you have ever lived available to you in that just a simple breath. So allowing space for the communication to open so you can have true knowing when you need it, without struggle, without worry.
Yeah.
Releasing any other burdens that your heart may be carrying and holding on to.
Ja. Rồi. Giờ này. Rồi.
And moving into the upper belly and releasing any fear that you may be holding on to here. And fear takes many shapes and forms and sizes. So the fear may show itself as anxiety or nervousness.
Ja.
It may show itself as overwhelm or panic.
Rồi.
It show itself as frustration or crankiness.
Ja. Ja.
It may show itself as righteous anger, burning the fire rapidly and brightly.
Ja. Ja.
It may show itself as judgment of others or others judging you.
Rồi. Ja.
And it may show itself as resentment, envy, or jealousy towards you or towards others.
Rồi. Rồi này. Có sky. Bộ này. Rồi sky này. Rồi.
And releasing any energy around hate. And anything that is squeezing or condensing your sense of self,
Rồi này. Rồi.
your self-worth, your self-confidence, your self-esteem. Anything that is squeezing that energy and creating a sense of smallness or not enough.
Rồi.
Or too much.
Rồi. Rồi này gì nè. Bộ gì. Bộ này gì.
And releasing any anger that you've held on to that is no longer needed. But it is not in this present moment. It is not meant to be held within your physical body. For when it is held for too long, it begins to create emotional and physical pain.
Rồi.
So finding the courage within you to release any anger that you're willing to let go of in this moment.
Rồi. Rồi này. Rồi sky. Rồi lại. Rồi.
And moving lower into the belly and beginning to release any cords of connection that you have with others that is draining your energy or that may be draining their energy.
Yeah.
And allowing you to simply hold what is truly yours within you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And even breaking the cords of addiction. Releasing the needing and the wanting and the empty filling that comes from that.
Yeah.
And giving you space to deserve more because you are more.
Rồi. Rồi này gì nè.
And calling all your relationships back into balance, harmony, integrity, so that the giving and the receiving is equal and open, balanced.
Yeah.
And releasing any that aren't.
Yeah.
In as simple a breath of intention to release as you wish it to be.
Yeah.
And bringing the energy down into your roots, clearing away any energy left that may be causing you moments of not feeling safe or secure, uncertain about your shelter, your job, your finances, or your immediate family.
Yeah. Yeah.
And shoring up any cracks or crevices that you may have in this foundation so that you can feel solid within yourself in each and every moment that you are able.
Rồi này. Yeah.
And allow the energy to go down through your legs, through your heart line, into the ground beneath you. Whether you imagine that as roots of a tree or a giant cord of connection all the way to Grandmother Earth,
Rồi này.
but just allowing all the energy that you are willing and ready to release to flow down into the earth, to be composted and returned back to original creation energy, to be used for new food, new plants, new trees, new water, for the entire planet in the simple moment of our letting go.
Yeah.
Allowing that release to go all the way through the depths of the earth, past all the layers of rocks and crystals, past ancient bones and civilizations, all the way to the molten lava center of the earth, the heartbeat of the grandmother herself. And then allowing your energy to connect directly with Grandmother Earth, either by creating a strong anchor in the center, like wrapping your cords or your roots around a giant tree or dinosaur bone, or allowing an umbilical cord of connection to Grandmother, a tube that allows you to release and for her to fill. And gently calling her energy up to fill in all those places where we released energy, filling us back up with this original creation energy to create new health and new well-being within our physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual bodies all at once. And you may begin to feel it coming up through your legs, giving you support and stability, while remaining flexible and adaptable to all that life sends us as an experience, and allowing the energy to move up and fill in your pelvic floor, in your second chakra, in your lower belly, so that you have a huge well of creation energy at your disposal whenever you need it, whenever you want it. Allowing it to fill your whole spinal column,
Yeah. Yeah.
as well as your torso and your belly.
Yeah.
Allowing your organs to breathe and relax. Return to the gentle flow that your body wishes to have.
Yeah. Yeah.
And moving up to fill in your rib cage, in your lungs,
Yeah.
allowing you to breathe fully all that life has to offer. And filling in your heart, filling all the chambers and all the gateways. And gently allowing your heart to stretch and grow, to hold even more love, more compassion for yourself and for others.
Yeah.
Allowing that energy to overflow down your arms and into your hands, so that everything you touch can have this healing, loving vibration in it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
moving into the throat and filling your whole being with your authentic truth, your authentic voice. Moving up the back of your neck so that you feel supported in all that you say and all that you express,
Yeah.
and all the different ways you are able to do that. Moving up through your jaw and through your ears and your eyes and to the top of the head. And when it reaches the crown, just allowing that energy to overflow like a giant fountain coming down over your body. And as it does that, it begins to repair and restore the layers of your aura, any cracks, any tears that you may have from old trauma, old anger.
Yeah.
Reminding you that your aura is in front of you and behind you. For many tears are in the back for people. Energy they didn't see coming, that they were blindsided by. And our aura also goes on either side of us.
Yeah.
And it also is above us and below our feet. And below our feet, it even goes into the earth itself. So it doesn't stop at the surface, but continues downward. Reminding you that you can repair the aura on the physical level, the emotional level,
Yeah.
the mental thought process level, the spiritual level, even through karma and past lives if you so choose.
Jai. Jo Labbé. Konai.
And even in each dimension that you can imagine. And now take a moment to send healing back to Grandmother Earth for all that she does for us. Allowing her to fill with any energy that flows through us from the divine, helping her to heal and restore and repair as well.
Yeah.
And also sending healing energy to those in need, those who have prayed for assistance or guidance or healing, knowing that it is for the good of all and harm to none. And if it is in their highest best, they shall receive.
Yeah.
And take a moment of gratitude with your spiritual team for helping you to be here this evening and helping you to work through your own energy and your own healing.
Yeah.
And now take a moment to send any extra energy that you do not need back down into the earth.
Yeah.
And begin to call all of your energy back into your physical body. So you may feel the clothes on your body, the weight of your body on the chair or the floor, the grass, wherever you may be.
Yeah.
Notice the sounds and the smells around you. You can begin to like wiggle your fingers and your toes.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And really stretch and yawn if you need to come back into this moment. And I'll start doing the cards in a minute. Cindy has a beautiful comment. Cindy had a crystal and chakra balancing session yesterday, and he did both my front and back after we looked at my aura cloud on the computer, and it was beautiful to see my aura living and moving and what it was doing. One of the things I do for my students who come to the school here, Trinity School of Mystical Energy Healing, we take a photo of their aura at the beginning on the very first weekend of school, and we take one each year on their graduation weekend, and it allows them to see how much they've grown and how much their chakras have changed. They're more balanced and full and expanded, and it is really lovely to see, because sometimes it's hard to believe it without seeing it, and so I'm glad you were able to have that experience, because that can be just affirming of what the energy healing may be doing. You may not sense it, you may not know it, but seeing it can be really exciting. So I'm actually going to draw the first card, and the first card is going to be for Mary Elizabeth. She sent me a message earlier today that she was going to have to miss, and asked if I would pull a card for her, and I don't want to forget, because she's faithful about coming to the show each week. So Mary Elizabeth, this first card is for you, my dear. So your card is reflection. I think you've had this card recently as well. So reflection is just that. It's a time for you to reevaluate and look at what is going on for you. Look at where your soul is going, what you've grown through. You can look back at the things that you have, made it through. We have lessons that our soul is learning in every moment of every day. And sometimes we're not aware of the lesson until it is causing us stress or anxiety. And then sometimes we get through the lesson and we even forget we were in it to begin with. So this is a time to take stock and reflect on how much you've grown and where your soul and your path is headed in this moment. And it's a great time for that, because as we begin to head toward fall, when we hit the fall energy, it is a time for us to harvest all of the things that we planted in the spring. So the things that you were trying to create in the spring are usually coming to fruition in the fall. And sometimes we plant things we mean to, and sometimes we don't. So, if you plant something you don't want, you don't have to keep it, just throw it away. And, till that soil and plant something new, because it's a perfect time to reflect on that. So that is the first card of the evening. So Rob, your card is acceptance. I'm going to move mine out of the way if I can get myself there. Yep. So there's yours for acceptance. So acceptance is being okay with who you are right now and okay with your life the way it is right now. You created this, and there may be things you want to change, then create the change. But be okay with where you are now. We are so brought up to complain, right? Like about what's wrong. And we often don't take time to list all the things that are right in our life. Like you getting to be in Lions Park this evening and doing a meditation to take care of you. How perfect is that? So look at the things that, are going on in your life and accept them all, the good and the bad. And really, Creator does not see good and bad. It just is. So if you want something different, then just create something different. And maybe that sounds simplistic, but the more we complain, the more we create things to complain about. And the more we have gratitude, the more things we get to be grateful for. So that is where the acceptance comes in, because it allows you to move into your heart energy and to create more things from your heart that you can be grateful for. So that's yours for tonight. And Julie. Julie, yours is encounter. And I don't know if you can see the wind blowing through the trees, but encounter is really cool because it's like the winds of change are blowing. And in these winds of change, you are going to encounter different people and different ideas and different possibilities than you had ever thought of before. And so when we're open and aware of the possibility, then we don't miss out. So notice the winds of change. Don't go into stress and worry mode, but imagine that the divine is about to blow something into your life that is amazing and life-changing. Maybe even someone. So open your heart and the ability to, encounter someone new who could change your life. I love that for you. Enjoy that. All right, let's see. Margaret. Margaret. Your card is New Beginning, my dear. How cool is that? So this is all about the fact that you've been through stuff recently. A lot of us have had things kind of topsy-turvy, and now you're stepping into a new breath and a new start and a new beginning, a new chapter even. Fall is a time for, in the Jewish calendar, it is New Year. It's a new year, a new beginning, a new birth. And so this is that time for you. You get to step into that same type of energy and allow yourselves to have some fun with this new beginning. Try doing things a little bit different. Stretch yourself into being more fully yourself. I'm hearing, let your guard down. You don't need it anymore. You are amazing the way you are. And so as you step into this, do it from an authentic place and watch the amazing things that unfold for you. Wow, you guys are having these great cards. I'm enjoying this. So thanks for allowing me to share with you. Elise. This rhymes with your name, my dear. Release. Nice. So this is a time of awareness of something that's not working for you. An old relationship, an old pattern, an old belief, but it's something that's run its course. It's no longer serving the purpose that it used to, and now it's giving you a chance to choose differently. And sometimes the release can be a little difficult, especially if it's a person or a relationship that, people get accustomed to us responding in a certain way. And when we do it in our defense and we do it from a people-pleasing mode, we're not happy with that relationship. And this is a chance for you to release the way it used to be and choose a new way. And release can be sometimes a little scary. It can be a little bit intimidating because we often feel the tug of war that happens, the tug to stay the same but miserable, or the possibility that of change that can be frightening. But miserable is not a way for you to live your life. So take a leap at change and just see what happens, because that's the only way to find true happiness, is when you're willing to let go of the things that don't make you happy. All right, Mary. Mary. Not sure I pulled this card for anyone before. Simplicity. Love that. So that's pretty self-explanatory in its own way. But simplicity is about, as human beings, we tend to make things so complicated. Every little task, we have to create all this chaos around it. And it's like weeding out all the extra things that aren't needed, all of the things that aren't you, really getting yourself back to a place where you simply are being. So anything that's pulling you in multiple directions, find ways to begin to release that, delegate it to someone else, say no when you need to, but also try to reduce the amount of chaos that is going on in your household. And for me, when I practice my simplicity, I tend to clear the clutter in my house, because if it doesn't have a place to be, then it probably doesn't belong in my house. So I really try to shed the extra stuff. And when I start to accumulate piles or things like that, those piles need to have a home or they don't get to stay. And that's how I simplify. And when I simplify, for me, I can breathe easier and I feel more relaxed. And so I think that's what simplicity will bring to you as well. All right, Cindy Lynn. This is another swirling card, but it's action. Hope you can see all of the swirling colors. So this is about using the momentum that you have right now to take action. And action is different than reaction. Reaction is when somebody says something and we sort of pounce back. But action is when you gather your own personal fire, your own personal desires, and you move forward in your life and forward on your path. And sometimes we don't know we're moving on our path, but when we're aligned with what makes us feel good, and there's no sense of doing it for somebody else, unless you're being of service. It can also be you're being of service, but really take action to move forward, because there's a lot of juice going on for you, a lot of fire that's ready to sort of lit a fire under your fanny and move you forward quickly. So if you've been hesitating on doing something, or being a little bit cautious, or trying to plan it out and it being all neat and tidy, not the time for that. Time to go and don't think too much. Just do. Just be. All right. Rochelle. All right. This is a good card for you. Your card is resolution. So resolution is a good card. It's an ending. It's and the ending is very much centered around what you've been worrying about. So I feel all of this worry energy around your head and around your really a lot around your head. So there's been all this worry. And so now things are coming to a conclusion. You're going to have the answers that you need, and things will be able to move beautifully forward from this moment. So try to release as much fear as you can around this. And fear can be worry, fear can be anxiousness, nervousness. Anything that holds fear isn't in love. And love is what heals us. So especially when we're dealing with, physical and emotional healing that we're trying to do, the more we can love ourselves and feel worthy of being whole and complete, the more the other stuff will dissolve. So you're about to come to a resolution on all of your stuff, which sounds great. Cassandra, nice to see you. I'm thinking about you lately. Keep popping into my awareness. All right, so your card, my dear, is listen. So listen is an interesting card to get. We sometimes think we're listening, but we're hearing. So we hear all the chaos, we hear all the people filling us with doubt and their own personal ideas of who we are and how we're meant to be. It's time to listen to you. Who's inside of you? What is your inner intuition trying to tell you? What is your higher self been trying to tell you? I feel like the other people are trying to tell you how to live your spirit. We each live our spirit in our own unique way, on our own unique path. And we find ourselves in a whole multitude of ways. But staying closed down is in fear. And when we're fearful about what other people will think, we're not listening. We're not listening to our own soul, because it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. It's all about you being you and not afraid to be you. Allowing your gifts to open beautifully and easily, and sharing those because those were given to you by the divine. And when we shut down who we are for someone else, that is when we begin to experience emotional and physical pain. And the divine doesn't want that for you. None of us want that for you. So please listen to you and act from there. It's all the truth lies within your own heart. Try not to listen to your belly or to your spinning brain, but listen to your heart. All right. Phew. Michelle. All right, Michelle, your card is shelter. So the shelter card can mean a few things. It may mean literally that it's time for you to create a stronger shelter for yourself, which could even be a new place to live. But wherever you reside, you need to have a place that is specific for you, that allows you to feel safe and secure. And if you don't have that in this moment, then it is time for you to seek shelter elsewhere, because there's no need for you to feel fearful or frightened in any way. There are many, many people who get stuck in a place where they feel uncomfortable or unable to be themselves. So find a place of shelter for yourself. Sometimes that's just creating our own room in our house that is ours and not shared with anyone else, so that we can retreat and regroup and feel comfortable within our own skin when we need that. But sometimes it needs to be completely out of where we are. And whichever is true for you, this is your ability to take care of you. And you have that ability. And if you doubt or you waver, then you reach out, because there are so many people in this healing community who would help you shore up your energy so that you can be you and have a place where you always feel safe and secure and at home within your being. All right, Deborah. Your card, my dear, is Tapestry. Trying to get it more centered. There you go. Tapestry is fun. Tapestry is when we have many different things, many balls up in the air, and we begin to bring them down and we start to see the pattern. We weave all of these things that we didn't realize went together into one cohesive thing. So you've had a lot of things kind of spinning and distracting you, and now it's time to weave them all together to see how the puzzles pieces fit, and to be able to finally see what's supposed to happen from all of these different strands of energy, these different things that have been going on in your life. So this is a time of weaving your life back together, all the things that felt like it was pulling you apart. You're not in pieces, you're not broken. You are just weaving yourself into a new picture of who you really are. Because maybe the old picture was what other people thought you were, and it wasn't truly who you are in this core being. So those pieces getting pulled apart is a good thing, and it's not at all broken. That's what I keep hearing. You are not at all broken. You are really whole. You just get an opportunity to see a new picture of who you are and who you are meant to be, which usually means some really cool things are about to happen for you. So enjoy that, and blessings to you too. Neshi. Your card is Treasure. I think you may have had this card recently. So this is all about you being, number one, you're the treasure. I love this card because when it shows up, the divine is like reminding the person that you are the treasure. You always are a treasure for the universe. Your self-value, your self-worth is so high that you are a treasure. But there are certain things that we get to call into our lives, and those we get to uncover and discover like buried treasure. And so there's some hidden gems that you've been uncovering and finding this new sparkly thing underneath that is like the new gift you're going to bring forward to people and share. So you basically have found the treasure chest. Now you get to open it and see all the beautiful things that are inside once you share that new perception, that new gift with others. And I look forward to that. Cindy Lynn was talking about her aura. She would have loved to see it before and after. Yes, because then you would have had a really clear sense of the shift. Rob says 2 weeks of that same card, and he said, I guess I have to accept that card. Yep. That's just how that goes, sweetie. And I know it was the acceptance card. Julie said she has to catch it in the archive. She forgot the time difference. No worries, sweetie. You guys are very welcome. I'm glad some of these are work. Yes. So I'm glad these are what people needed today. We had a smaller crowd this evening, but that's perfect because I had a weekend of traveling and I'm getting back into my rhythm. But if you're watching this in the archives, feel free to send me a message and ask for a card, please. I will get back to you as soon as I can, and I will type it back in so you can have your energy for the week. And so this has been just a lovely evening, and I hope you guys have enjoyed it. And we will be back next week again at 7 p.m. And for those of you, again, who would like to maybe have some of this experience in person, you can book a session with me through trinityhealingsanctuaries.com, or you can just send me a message through the Chakra Sessions page, and I will get back to you. But you can come see me in person, either here in Massachusetts or out there in the Midwest in Wisconsin, because I will be out in October, and I have 8 sessions open for 8 lovely people, and I can't wait to see who shows up on my table and join me for some heart opening, because it's going to be a really powerful, clearing, healing weekend. And you are so welcome. And thanks, Neshi, for sharing my page, trinityhealingsanctuaries.com. And with that, you guys, if you are in Western Massachusetts, check out the my page, the Trinity Healing Sanctuary page on Facebook, or Trinity School of Mystical Energy Healing, because we have 4 events this weekend. We have a channeling session with Myra Astorga, which is just out of this world. We have a music CD release for somebody who does, Felicia Rose, who does just incredible healing with sound and her voice. And you even get a free CD with that. And it is the full moon, yay, on Sunday. So we are doing our full moon healer share and meditation, which everyone is welcome to join in. And I also am doing a mystical healing class from 2 to 5 on Sunday for people who might be interested in finding out a little bit more about the school or about energy healing in particular. And with that, you guys have an awesome, beautiful rest of your week. Bye now.